Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome to Beyond the Veil. I am Adina. Nice to meet you. If you're an OG here, good to see you. This reading is going to be on Andrew Schulz. I don't want to be here before you long because I have a lot of stuff to do, but I did take Friday and Saturday off. And so here I am. With my 5 days of consistency. I didn't say it was going to be 5 consecutive days, but I will be posting videos 5 days out of the week. But I took Friday and Saturday to get myself together, and I'll probably launch this new consistent effort when I launch my Patreon and channel memberships. And I don't have any idea of when I'm going to do that. Maybe the day of the Crown of Success. It'll be within the next week or two. I kind of just want to iron out a plan and a strategy because I'm not going to do this half-assed. And so I have to have a long-term strategy for where I'm taking this channel and where I'm taking Beyond the Veil Adina. So I'm just ironing out some details. But FYI, Crown of Success ceremony is going down on December the 12th. Participation is $50 per person. You can reach me at beyondtheveiladina@gmail.com. Or if you are already a client of mine, then you have my number. Go ahead and text me if you like to participate in the Crown of Success. February, I'm probably going to do a group Venus ceremony. I just shoe off my new Givenchy shark boots that were gifted to me. I did a Venus ceremony for myself on Friday, and then I ended up going out last night with my cousins, and I don't go out often. I haven't been going out often. So we went out, just had some drinks and hookah and vibes. And then this morning I got gifted with some Givenchy. And so that's what a Venus ceremony does. Whether it brings you suitors or possible potential mates and lovers or not, it does wonders for the love or helping you receive love that's already around you. It does amazing for boosting your self-esteem, your self-confidence. I like the Venus ceremony, not because it brings me lovers, because I still don't have a man, y'all, but it works wonders for me. It makes me more beautiful. It makes me find ways or have more ways to groom myself or upgrade myself. In some way, I get upgraded in some way, or I just start receiving love from people around me. And it's genuine love. It's not fake love. It's genuine love. So that's me rambling. While we're talking about love, I would like to see Andrew Schulz. I don't know anything about him outside of this new back and forth that he has with Kendrick Lamar, and it really piqued my interest in Andrew. And so I'm curious. So I'm just going to be calling up Andrew to see how he feels about Kendrick and what his motives are for responding to Kendrick Lamar. Most High Mother and Father God, thank you for this day. Thank you for this gift. Thank you for this platform. And thank you for all the people who join me on it. Spirit, please allow me to conjure up the soul and the spirit of Andrew Schulz. The comedian Andrew Schulz, who is currently in a back and forth or currently responded to comments or remarks Kendrick Lamar allegedly made towards him. Spirit, please allow me to conjure up the spirit and the soul of Andrew Schulz. Andrew Schulz. Andrew Schulz. You know, comedians always are more serious in their comedy than they want to appear. I typically am the most funny when I'm being the most serious. I typically say some of the most vulnerable things in a joke. But very rarely are jokes ever really just made up jokes. And I say that because calling up Andrew's spirit, I did hear some things in my mind that I don't want to say because I don't want to taint how you guys feel like I'm coming into this reading. But what I will say is Andrew, in my opinion, seems to be a comedian who tells his truth and wraps it up in a joke, but it's very much a truth. His truth. You know how some bullies are bullies, but they do it in a comedic way at the expense of others? It gives off something like that. I'm not judging too soon, but I'm just saying that a lot of his truths are wrapped up in his comedy, or labeled his comedy, allegedly. Spirit, Andrew, speak your truth from me, from your soul, and keep nothing hidden from me. Talk to me about how you truly feel about Kendrick Lamar. And I won't do a full spread. I'll do a 1 card per question spread. Andrew Schulz, talk to me about your current feelings towards Kendrick Lamar, your current energy. Are you just responding to a shot you feel like he fired at you? Or is there some underlying vitriol that you have for Kendrick or the topic that he called you out about? Andrew Schulz, what is your current true feeling about Kendrick Lamar and the response that you gave him? What are your true feelings about Kendrick Lamar, Andrew Schulz? I hope I'm saying his last name right. 5 of Pentacles. More than I feel anything about how he feels about Kendrick Lamar, I feel like this is more about how he feels about Drake, a fellow Jewish brethren by way of his mother. I think that Andrew feels like Kendrick has ousted Drake from the hip-hop community. It also makes me feel like he's sticking up for Drake. It doesn't feel like this has anything to do with the remark Kendrick made about protecting black women. This feels like Drake. This feels like his mother. Because he's Jewish because of his mother. And I also feel like Andrew feels like Drake is outside of the Jewish community and outside of the hip-hop community. I think he kind of feels like he has to stick up for his Jewish brethren since he's been rejected by the black community. It's kind of like, don't worry, Jewish brethren, they don't accept you, but we do. Don't forget you're one of us. That's what this card feels like. And the cards behind it feel similar. It's like using his platform or his jokes or whatever platform he had to address accusations made by Kendrick. But this feels more so like an attack on behalf of Drake. It feels that way. Spirit, can you clarify why the 5 of Pentacles describes how Andrew Schulz feels about Kendrick Lamar and his current beef with Kendrick? Again, I think this has more to do with Drake's mother, but I also think Drake's mother being Jewish, but I also think that the problem is Drake feels like Taylor Swift or another, I think this is the Taylor Swift situation, was able to pull whatever move successfully Drake is trying to pull unsuccessfully. And it seems as though it's because she's white. And it seems as though Drake's position about UMG and the label giving Kendrick a helping hand to take him down, when Taylor Swift kind of just fought the same battle that Drake is fighting and won. It seems that Andrew feels like he has to step in to save his Jewish brethren or to be an ally to him. I would like to say that Andrew feels the same way Drake does, that the label is behind Kendrick's success, his recent success, even though Kendrick Lamar has always been successful and maybe not as mainstream popular as Drake, but very much so successful, at least in my eyes. As a lyricist, as an artist, he's always been taken very seriously and has always done very well. Spirit, one more card about how Andrew Schulz feels about Kendrick Lamar. How does Andrew feel about Kendrick Lamar? I think that Andrew thinks that he would like to destroy Kendrick Lamar. I think that he is sending attacks to him. These feel personal, not because of the Protect Black Women statement. This is more personal. It feels more like because of his rap battle with Drake, because Kendrick, according to popular opinion, destroyed Drake. Andrew seems to feel the need to launch his attack against Kendrick, and this feels like an attack, trying to take Kendrick down, trying to turn popular opinion against Kendrick in a very manipulative and stealthy way. It's sending attacks against Kendrick under the guise of being a comedian and attacking Kendrick for saying, oh, you know, he wants to protect black women. How ridiculous is that? Kendrick seems to get a lot of, from Team Drake, he gets a lot of slack for his stance on his pro-black stance. DJ Academics doesn't like it. This guy doesn't like it. If they can get the people who support Kendrick because of him being so pro-black and being a man of integrity, then they can chip away at his new assumed power over Drake. Because it can't be lyrical. They kind of have to dig at his morals, his ethics. Oh, protect black women. Oh. One more card for the Ten of Swords. I do feel like Andrew doesn't like Kendrick Lamar on a personal level. He does feel like Kendrick Lamar was talking about him when he mentioned protecting black women against white comedians or something like that. He felt like a hit dog. Something about this is a attack on Kendrick Lamar and his moral stance. They can't seem to go after him with a lot of other things because Kendrick has the people support behind him for being like such an upstanding character. His image is more upstanding than it is like popular like Drake. This feels like a covert personal attack against Kendrick Lamar. Rather, Kendrick mentioned or allegedly alluded to mentioning this comedian. It feels more like his issue is his need to defend Drake more than anything else. Spirit, how does Andrew Schulz feel about Drake? Card just fell out. He would like to help take some of the pressure, some of the embarrassment, some of the conversation off of Drake. This is an attempt to kind of help turn the conversation around for Drake, but not by Drake doing it. This is like Drake's friends coming out to fight for him. Spirit, how does Andrew Schulz feel about Drake? His queen. His queen. It's a Queen of Cups. And I imagine that he sees Drake as the Queen of Cups because Drake is more sensitive right now, more vulnerable right now. He's the queen because Drake isn't the one out here going toe-to-toe with Kendrick or stating how he really feels. Even Andrew might feel like the way Drake is moving is very effeminate, but he's still my queen. So Andrew is Team Drake. He feels the need to protect him because Drake can't protect himself. He can't and he won't. He's, I don't want to say too soft right now, but that Queen of Cups, Drake is in a very save me energy, a very feminine energy where it needs saving, it needs protecting. Feels like Drake has been doing is being done wrong, and he wants to get Drake's bullies off of him for him. He also feels like Drake might not be able to lash out the way he really wants to because, for one, he has the labels he's beefing with, and two, there's a Jay-Z element in here. That could be the Kendrick Lamar part because I know Kendrick and Jay-Z have a rapport. And so Drake also has to watch how he moves with Kendrick because he's up against Jay-Z as well. Andrew seems to acknowledge that. I see him being very fond of Drake. I see him being Team Drake. And whatever beef that he has with Kendrick Lamar, it has more to do with protecting and defending Drake than it does anything Kendrick Lamar might have been saying about Andrew, allegedly. Love you guys. Bye.